Hello there, welcome back to the channel and episode 2 of La Furia, Roja, our Spanish international save in the same universe as our Barcelona Director of Football Challenge. So we are on to match day 2 of the UEFA Nations League, and I thought because it's a little bit more restricted what we can show you, because obviously we have no transfers or really results to catch up on. I thought we'd just have a quick look at the overview of the Nations League, try and make sense of it all a little bit. So you can see we're on the overview here. We have got Division A, listed at the moment. So if we just go in and have a look at it in full, so you can see one game played in each group so far. So Germany beat Sweden in Group 1. In Group 2, France and Portugal drew. Croatia and Netherlands drew in Group 3. And England beat Italy in Group 4. Now, I don't know how much you follow international football on FM if you're not involved, if you're not managing a team. So let's just have a quick look at the rules. So we have 4 matches per team, so you play each other twice, of course, home and away, as you would expect. The sorting rules are head-to-head, then goal difference, then goal scored, pretty standard. Qualification from Division A is the top teams from each group go into the semi-finals. Then, of course, you've got a final, and I believe the winner of that goes into the European Championships. I think that's how it works, or maybe takes one of the European spots for the World Cup. I'm not sure. Obviously, when you go down into Division B, C and D, you get promotion and relegation. So that is what we're aiming for. We're aiming to get back to that top table with Spain. So yeah, it's really, really interesting. It adds a whole new aspect, doesn't it? Let's have a look at the final. This might tell us the match rules, the date, the draw day. It doesn't actually say what it is you qualify for. Is it the World Cup? Or it must be the World Cup. It must carry a qualification place for the 2022 World Cup, because surely it can't be for a European Championships. It's 4 years away. I don't know how often this takes place. If this is every qualification cycle, then it must carry a qualification place at each tournament, I guess. So it would be nice for us to get up into Division A for the next run of fixtures. So let's just have a quick look at Division B, which is the division, of course, that we are in there in Group 2 with our win. So we've had Romania beating Iceland, we've had Ukraine beating Serbia, and we've had Poland beating Russia. Let's go down into Group C. You can, if you do want to have didn't put it on all groups there. If you do want to have a look at it in more detail, you can obviously pause it. So we get down here and we've got groups with 4 teams in, which just adds to the complications, doesn't it? But it's still a case of top team is promoted. So we've got Scotland getting off to a winning start against Georgia. Hungary and Czech Republic both got wins, as did Slovenia and Israel, and Finland and Northern Ireland. Not many draws so far in Division D, and it's again pretty much the run of it is wins. Montenegro and Belarus, not a surprise there really, against Andorra and Malta. Lithuania and Armenia getting results. Moldova got a win over Gibraltar, but Cyprus and Kazakhstan drew. Estonia and Kosovo got wins against Faroe Islands and San Marino. So I really like this idea. I know there was a lot of scepticism when it was first announced, but I can't wait. I mean, obviously in real life it hasn't started yet. It starts later this year after Euro 2018. It's things like this down in Division D, because it gives the minnows, it gives them a chance to play competitive fixtures where there's actually things riding on them. And for nations like a Cyprus, a Kazakhstan, an Estonia, a Kosovo, a new nation, of course, a Belarus and Montenegro, if they can actually get points on the board and get wins and get goals against teams of a similar level, when they're playing them all the time. I mean, we're not talking about Andorra having one game maybe in a qualification group against a Gibraltar or an Azerbaijan. We're talking about Andorra playing teams that they might in time become stronger against, and that I think that can only be a good thing, and I really cannot wait for this to kick off in real life. But today, of course, we are taking on Ireland at I assume the Aviva Stadium. Let's go into our schedule. It is at the Aviva Stadium. So they haven't played yet, Ireland. This is their first game, so they will be looking to get to get off to a winning start in front of a passionate support. But we are the favourites. I do expect us to go and win the game. So let's immediately get in and have a look at the formation. I think I've pretty much got it picked here. We've made a few changes. This is my one big thing about international football. It's because the games come pretty thick and fast. Your players are always tired, and I really hate it because the OCD part of me, the little bit of me that is OCD, I hate playing players under 95%, and it's really annoying, especially when it comes to international football. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to give Kepa Arrizabalaga, the young promising goalkeeper, I'm going to give him a game in this one. We're going to rest David De Gea. You may notice as well that there are no Barcelona players in this lineup. Don't want to risk Sergio Roberto because he is my first choice right back at Barcelona at the minute. Spoiler alert. And our backup one got injured on international duty, so I really don't want to be risking him. Don't really want to risk Mark Bartra either. So yeah, it's there's only 2 Barcelona players in this whole squad, so that's not good. That really brings into sharp focus my transfers. Something I'll have to address. But this is the team we're going with. It's Kepa in goal. Cesar Azpilicueta comes in. Sergio Ramos keeps his place. Nacho joins him. Hector Bellerin in at right back. Then it's Carlos Soler and Koke in midfield, both coming into the team. Iñaki Williams out on the left. Really needs some game time. He's not getting any at Real Madrid at the minute. Isco and Marco Asensio keep their places, and it's Alvaro Morata again up front. Looking at the fitness, it's going to be probably Asensio, Isco, and maybe one of Morata or Ramos. It's certainly, injury providing, it's going to be 3 of those 4 that come off, possibly even Iñaki Williams because he is dead on his feet. But it's a strong team. It should be getting the points today. So let's make sure we get out there and we get those points on the board and get 2 wins from 2. Pretty much like for like then, with the starting lineups, you can see Ireland have got Randolph in goal, Cunningham, Clark, Egan and Coleman at the back, Harriata and Jeff Hendrick in midfield. Then it's Robbie Brady, Alan Judge, Stephen Maguire and Patrick Bamford up front. I do like Patrick Bamford. He should score more than he does. He just seems to have a ceiling they can't get past, doesn't he? But for some reason he's still leading the line for Ireland. Again, we are far stronger, and this should be 3 points. So we are, again, just going to say calmly and just say, carry on from the last match. It's gone down well. Viva España. Lansdowne Road the Aviva Stadium, is rocking. There's quite a lot of red. Seems to be quite a lot of representation for Spain there. Here we are underway then. And the first highlight will just probably peter out as normal. Let's see what is going to happen today. Confident we're going to get the points. Confident we're going to get some goals. Let's just hope I'm not overconfident. Free kick for Koke. 2 minutes in. It's a brilliant hit and Randolph makes a save. Couldn't hold it. It was too hot to handle. But what a hit from Koke from distance with the free kick. Here we are now. Here's Koke again. Lovely little ball to Iñaki Williams and his snap shot is saved. Throw in for Azpilicueta to Carlos Soler. Lovely ball over the top from Azpilicueta and Morata is in to score. And Randolph with a brilliant save. Tips it away for the corner. Super start from Spain. A lot more lively than the game against Turkey, wasn't it? It took us, 17, 18 minutes to get a shot on goal. We are far better so far in this game. We just cannot find a breakthrough at the minute. But we are just edging the possession. But they have done nothing with theirs so far. We have not faced a single shot on our goal at the moment. And we've had half a dozen ourselves. Iñaki Williams looking complacent, which is a bit of a worry. The clock is just flying up at the minute. Nothing has happened in the last 7, 8, 9 minutes, which is weird. We're on extended as well, and nothing is happening. Oh, we have a highlight. God, the clock has flown forward. Robbie Brady with a long shot. It's blocked, and Iñaki Williams has brought it away here. We've got plenty in support. It's Asensio. Played the right ball here to Iñaki Williams, and we score on the counter-attack. And just a minute or so after a demand more shout-out, we have scored, and it's all about Iñaki Williams here. Won the ball to break up the Ireland attack. Plays the 1-2 with Asensio and tucks it away brilliantly, and it's 1-0. End of the first half then, we've got a corner, it's cleared away, but it's Soler now, and it's a lovely back heel to Morata, and Darren Randolph is having a stormer in net for Ireland. Just one goal conceded so far and a couple of unbelievable saves, and it's down to him that they are not out of sight. Koke looks to play Asensio in, and another save from Darren Randolph. The man is on a mission tonight. Is he going to keep it down to 1 for half-time? The corner goes out to Asensio, gets the shot away and flashes it wide. Utter dominance in that first half from Spain. 12 shots, 8 on target, 56% of the possession. I would have liked a little bit more than that, but you can't really complain. We are 1-0 up. It should be more. 7 saves already from Darren Randolph, and some of them have been absolutely phenomenal. But we're going to say, you've played well, but there is still room for improvement. Just, calmly just tell them that we're happy with how it's going, but just to keep pushing on, because the game isn't over yet. Let's get out there. Let's do this in the second half. Let's put this game to bed so we can make a couple of changes and give some players a rest. And let's get to 6 points from 6. Koke will drift this free kick in. It's headed away though, but they are just not going to get the ball out with leaving 1 up front against 4, are they? Sergio Ramos, lovely ball in, and Morata's in and scores at the second attempt. Darren Randolph can count himself unlucky. He made the save from the first effort, but he was totally exposed. It came back to Morata, and he scores. It's a brilliant ball from Sergio Ramos, you've got to say. Lovely little clip. Great first touch. And Randolph very unlucky to see it go straight back to the striker. Corner to defend. This is Ireland's pretty much left. I know they've had a shot. We didn't see it. We haven't had the highlight of the shot. And they scored. Robbie Brady has scored. It's 2-1, and we just cannot keep a clean sheet, can we? Turkey got it back to 2-1 against us. Ireland have just done the same. It's Robbie Brady from Kieran Clark's cross. It's really poor defending. Look at him. He's in acres of space there, the number 11. It wasn't him, sorry, it was in front of him, but the number 11 was in acres of space, wasn't he? And it is 2-1, and that is not good enough. We should be well out of sight in this game. Can we get our 2-goal lead back here? No, the corner is cleared, and Harry Arter will launch it forward. Bellerin gets to it, but it's Robbie Brady again now. Infield to a Judge. There's a player looking to get in behind. Oh, that's an awful ball, and Nacho will tidy up. Goes back to his keeper, Kepa, who's dribbling it out of his area. What are you doing, son? He's ended up picking out Iñaki Williams. I thought he was going to get tackled. Oh, and Isco's trodden on the ball. Bamford's going to release Brady. This is not going to be 2-2, surely. Oh. So my response to Ireland just getting themselves back into the game is Mark Bartra coming on for Sergio Ramos, and we've got Oliver Torres coming on for Isco. I really struggle with this number 10 role here. I can't seem to get them playing well in this formation. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether I need to push them forward as a shadow striker or as a trequartista. But Isco with a 6.6. Rakitic hasn't been playing brilliantly for Barca either in that role. So that's something I need to address. It seems to be the only little bit that's wrong with this formation at the moment. But hopefully Oliver Torres can help us get more goals on the board and put this game to bed, because this should never be 2-1. Oh, we've got a highlight. Koke with the free kick. It drops for Asensio and it's gone in. Marco Asensio scores. It's been an awful second half. It's been absolutely abysmal. But a little bit of quality there from Marco Asensio has... Oh, it's a brilliant hit, isn't it? In off the underside of the bar. We have made our third change with Sergio Busquets coming on for Carlos Soler, but it's just been a woeful second half. But all of a sudden, we do have another highlight, and Oliver Torres has given it away with a poor ball. But Koke's won it back. Looks to play Morata in, but it's a really poor ball again. Koke now getting control of the ball again in midfield. Iñaki Williams, Oliver Torres, Koke, lovely little touch to Busquets, and Busquets returns a favour. The back heels there. Oh, Hendrick flies in with the challenge. The referee waves waves it play on, and Ireland can come again. It has now played forward for Judge, now Bamford. Oh, and Brady snuck in, and he has hit it straight at Kepa. Darren Randolph thumps the goal kick downfield, but Azpilicueta, totally unchallenged, picks it out of the air. They're just not coming for us at all, are they, Ireland? I mean, you had 4 defenders there for that goal kick and just 1 attacker, and he's never going to win it, is he, Patrick Bamford, against that defence? And here's Morata now, and it's a brilliant ball for Asensio, and Randolph again. That could well be the best save of the night so far. That was absolutely spectacular. Here's Kepa with the ball in his own penalty area. Hits it long looking for Asensio, and it's a poor header from Marco Asensio. Here's Kieran Clark to Egan. Played out to Horgan, into Judge, up to Bamford. Bit of crisp passing in midfield they have here, don't they? That's a great ball from Clark to Brady. And there's Horgan, and he should have scored. Hit it straight at Kepa, didn't he? And Ireland have got some nice passing in midfield, but they just seem to lack a little bit of quality up front. They seem to just make the wrong decision. We have 5 minutes of added time to go. If Ireland can get one back here through Alan Judge, and they do, it is very much game on. That is not good at all. It's a brilliant corner. And how is Alan Judge totally unmarked there? It's 3-2. And are we going to get a grandstand finish? Here we've got the attack. Asensio. Koke. This should not have been this close. We should not be 3-2 coming in here. We've been utterly dominant. Darren Randolph has made some unbelievable saves in this game. Here's Asensio. Let's get that 2-goal lead back. Nacho across to Bartra. Lovely ball. Oh, Coleman's stepped forward and intercepted. And they're coming for us. Oh, and Sergio Busquets does what he does. Wins it back. Williams gives it away. Then gets it back. It's a comedy of errors going on at the minute. It seems like both teams are quite anxious in possession. But we have won a corner. And Ireland, you can see on the right, have gone to an attacking formation. It's lumped forward by Jeff Hendrick. And we get it away. Oh, we've got 90 seconds to go. There is still time for the Green Army. And Brady must be offside there. He must be offside. It counted the shot, I think. And we're over time added on. I cannot believe we've ended up hanging on here. As Koke releases Bellerin, Hector Bellerin, and Kieran Clark has been a monster at the back there with another wonderful tackle. And it's going to be a corner if we get a chance to take it. And we won't. We've won the game. I guess we've got to be happy with that. We've scored 3 goals in both games. We've got 6 points. You've got to be happy with that, but just look at those stats. 19 shots, 12 of them on target, which is a massive improvement from the Turkey game, of course, where we didn't put anywhere near enough on target. But Ireland, they didn't give up, did they? They just kept doggedly coming at us, and they got reward in the end by getting that second goal from Alan Judge. But you've got to say 9 saves from Darren Randolph. How has he only got a 6.7? Because some of those saves were absolutely top draw. They really, really were. We're just going to calmly say a good win. I can't say we were poor because, you come up against a keeper in that sort of form. We did our job. We put 12 out of 19 shots on target. 3 of them went in, thankfully. Got to say it's a good win. Not go overboard. It's just a good win. Let's put it behind us now and let's move on to the next round of fixtures. And yeah, we kind of got away with it a bit in the end, but it was a well-deserved win and it should have been by more. It's a win that puts us in pole position really and truly now because we have 6 points from 2 games. So Ireland and Turkey will play off against each other on the 13th of October in the next round of fixtures. And it's basically, at the moment, looking like a relegation playoff between the two at the minute. And then we will come back in with Ireland at home and Turkey away. I don't know which way around those fixtures are. It's away in Turkey first in November. And then it is, it's a double header in November against Turkey away and Ireland at home in November. So we are there or thereabouts now. One more win, obviously, and we are definitely getting promoted. But that was my aim. We get Ireland and Turkey. I expect 4 wins from 4. I'm not going to lie. So let's just have a look at the schedule. So we have got a couple of friendlies. We've had another one arranged against Belgium. So we've got England, and then it's Turkey in... Oh, sorry, they're not both in November, are they? You've got Turkey in October, which will be the next episode. That'll be episode 3. And then episode 4 will be Ireland, which presumably will be just confirming the first place in the group. But I think that's gone well for 2 episodes in this new series. We've got 6 goals, 3 conceded, 6 points, 2 wins from 2. Really happy with that. I've really enjoyed doing this Spain save. It's something a little bit different to me. I'm guessing something a bit different to you guys as well. I don't know of many YouTubers out there doing international management, so it's always a good thing to do, isn't it? Something a little bit different. I hope you'll join me for episode 3. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of a gap because, we've got to get through a month now with the Barcelona save as well. So we've got 29 days till the England game. So it's over a month till the next competitive game. But yeah, it should be all right. We'll maybe show highlights of the England game. Maybe do that as a thing in this international one because there's not many games. So we might be able to do a little highlights package for the England game. But I hope you'll join me in for that. I hope you've enjoyed these 2 episodes so far. And I should, hopefully, be back soon with episode 3. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Adios.